I discovered my wife was cheating on me. We had been married for 7 years. She was 28. I was 30. And she had no idea that I already knew everything. I didn't confront her right away. I didn't scream, I didn't cry, I didn't ask for explanations. Instead, I planned my exit. I hired a private investigator. I gathered evidence. Emails. Financial records. Photos. Recordings. And then, when everything was ready, I left her. The day she was served divorce papers, I wasn't even there. The PI went to her workplace, a salon, while she was sitting at her station, chatting with coworkers like it was just another normal day. He showed her a manila envelope and told her he had legal documents for her. She just stared at him. Shocked. Completely frozen. He explained calmly that these were divorce papers filed against her, that she needed to review them and contact her attorney. She refused to take them. So he dropped the envelope at her feet. It hit the floor with a loud slap. He told her she had officially been served, wished her a nice day, and walked out. She did not, in fact, have a nice day. Later, when the PI brought the body cam footage to my hotel room, I could hear her hyperventilating in the background, asking over and over, "What is this? What is happening?" As if betrayal comes with a warning label. As if this wasn't the inevitable result of months of lying. While she was being served, I made another call. I called her father. Since my own mother passed away, I'd foolishly let myself treat my mother-in-law like a replacement. I couldn't bring myself to speak to her. So I kept it short with her dad. I told him the truth. Emily cheated on me. I'm filing for divorce. You'll get an email with the evidence. I told him she was being served that day and that she'd need their support. He said it would be a shame to break up the family. Then her mom grabbed the phone. She asked if it was true. I explained everything again calmly, carefully, and told her about the evidence. She started crying. She apologized to me. She was the first person close to us who actually said the words "I'm sorry." And that broke me. I heard my mom's voice in my head. The way she used to comfort me when things fell apart. I barely managed to say, "I have to go," before hanging up. Then I packed what was left of my life. 2 suitcases. My work laptops. Clothes. On my lawyer's advice, I removed the cameras from the bedrooms and bathrooms before leaving. The house belongs to my dad, so the common area cameras stayed. I packed those too. That same day, my lawyer subpoenaed our credit card records. I sent an email to her family and to close friends, people who deserved the truth before lies could reach them first. I told them she'd been having an affair with a man named John. I attached proof. Photos of them kissing in a hotel parking lot. A Valentine's Day card he wrote to her explicit enough to remove all doubt. And a recording of her clearly stating that I never abused her and never cheated on her. I wasn't going to let false narratives rewrite reality. Then I sent a separate message to John's wife. I gave her my lawyer's contact information and told her she could review the evidence herself if she wanted. She deserved the truth too. Before leaving the house for the last time, I left a few things behind. My wedding ring. A printed photo of Emily and John kissing. My lawyer's business card. And a note. I hope your affair was worth our marriage. We're getting a divorce. Contact my lawyer. If you're truly remorseful, make this divorce easy and fair. I loved you. I would have loved you for the rest of my life. As I drove away, my phone rang. It was Emily. I didn't answer. After I ignored her call, I went straight to the bank. I withdrew half of the money from every shared account we had: checking, emergency savings, vacation fund. Exactly half. Nothing hidden. Nothing illegal. I froze my credit. By the time I reached the hotel, I canceled all of our shared credit cards and locked down the joint investment accounts. They were in my name, and she wasn't going to drain them out of panic or revenge. If there's one lesson I've learned from all of this, it's this. When people cheat, they don't plan for consequences. And when consequences arrive, they panic. That's when the texts started coming in. At first, it was confusion. What the hell is this? Answer your phone. We need to talk right now. I didn't respond. I was done being gaslit. I had enough manipulation to last a lifetime. The messages kept coming. Calls too. I ignored every single one. Then the tone shifted. I knew she must have gotten home. She had read the note. She had seen the photo. She knew I was gone. I don't know what you think you know, but I can explain everything. It's not what you think. Of course it wasn't. Divorce? We love each other. We're supposed to work through this mistake. A mistake. As if an affair that lasted almost a year was some kind of accident. Then, finally, the truth slipped out. I know I fucked up. But don't do this. Don't leave like this. That message went straight to my lawyer. Then another one. I never stopped loving you. I never loved him. Another gift. Another confession. Another nail in the coffin. Later, the blame started. You're overreacting. You're acting like I never loved you, like I wasn't trying to fix things, but you wouldn't let me. Fix things. Sure. All she needed was a time machine. Are you really just going to ghost your own wife? At that point, I seriously considered blocking her entirely. But then things escalated. Her parents showed up at the house. And when they did, my phone exploded. What the fuck did you do? You had no right to involve my family. Are you trying to humiliate me? Ruin my life? I didn't respond. How could you turn my own family against me? I told you I never loved him. Nobody cared. Least of all the man she claimed she never loved. The desperation ramped up fast. I know you love me. I love you too. We can fix this. Just tell me what to do. I'll do anything. Anything, except stay faithful. Then came the guilt. You never loved me if you can do this to me. That was it. I blocked her. I sat alone in a hotel room, wearing clothes I grabbed in a rush, realizing I had even forgotten to pack underwear. I had to stop at Walmart like some stranger in my own life, while the woman I married was probably crying on the floor of a house that no longer felt like home. This is how a marriage ends. Not with drama or closure. Just whining. Crying. Anger. Silence. It felt like the end of the world. But in reality, it was only the beginning. After I blocked her, the noise finally stopped. No more calls. No more texts. Just silence. And in that silence, everything started to sink in. This wasn't a fight. This wasn't a rough patch. This was the end. My lawyer called later that night and told me I'd done everything right. The evidence was solid. The paper trail was clean. With what we had, the divorce would move relatively fast. Relatively fast. Relative to what? Continental drift? I kept replaying everything in my head. Every moment. Every excuse. Every time I trusted her when my gut told me something was wrong. I thought about the people I'd had to tell. Her parents. Her sister. Friends who had been part of our lives for years. I hated that they were dragged into this. But I also knew that if I stayed silent, I'd be the villain in someone else's version of the story. And then there was Bev. Her friend. The one who knew. I sent a message to Bev's husband. I told him the truth, that Bev hadn't just known about the affair, she had encouraged it. Helped cover it up. Helped justify it. I didn't ask him to believe me blindly. I told him to watch how she reacted when he asked her questions. I didn't do it out of revenge. I did it because no one deserves to live in a lie. After that, there was nothing left to do. No more messages to send. No more explanations to give. I was officially alone. That's when the weight hit me. Not anger. Not rage. Grief. I kept thinking about how normal our life had looked from the outside. Shared routines. Shared plans. A shared future that no longer existed. 7 years. Just gone. I wondered if I'd done the right thing. If this was an improvement or just a different kind of pain. It felt like moving from a warm, familiar swamp into a cold, gray, rocky place. Is that better? I didn't know. What I did know was this. The person who hurt me the most was the person I trusted more than anyone else in the world. And that leaves scars. Scars you don't get to show. Scars you're expected to walk off like a man. No tears. No weakness. No breaking down. Just keep moving. But all I wanted in that moment was my mom. This is how a marriage ends. Not with screaming. Not with slammed doors. Not with some dramatic last conversation. It ends with paperwork. Blocked numbers. Hotel rooms. And a silence so loud it feels physical. I changed my life in a single day. I didn't plan it. I didn't want it. But once I knew the truth, I couldn't unknow it. People keep asking if I hate her. I don't. Hate would be easier. What I feel is heavier than hate. It's the realization that the future I was working toward never actually existed. That the person I trusted most was living a separate life right next to me. That every memory now comes with an asterisk. I loved her. I would have loved her for the rest of my life. But love doesn't survive betrayal. And forgiveness doesn't mean staying. Now there's no villain monologue. No closure scene. Just legal timelines. Therapy appointments. And learning how to exist in a life I didn't choose. They say time heals everything. I don't believe that. I think time just teaches you how to carry the weight. Some days it's lighter. Some days it crushes you. And on the worst days, when the noise finally fades, you don't miss your spouse. You miss who you were before you found out.